So Lil Nas X was in an interview. There was a Zoom interview, and
my favorite hip hop artist.
Don't do that. He just dropped his album
of 2021.
I think Drake came in first, which we're not surprised about. I believe Young Fella was second. But I pulled a comment from the interview that he was doing, and it relates to him and his struggles with being, I guess, quote unquote, accepted in the hip hop culture, if you will. We talk about the word culture. We've thrown it around, what that means, what it stands for, blah, 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 blah. We've done that before. I'm going to read this quote to you guys and kind of go around and see what you guys think. He says, honestly, I don't feel as respected in hip hop or many music places in general. But these are communities that I'm a part of, whether people would like it or not. This is something that I wanted to do because not that my entire album is rap, but there are rap tracks on my album. I am a rapper. I'm a pop star. I'm a gay artist. But it's like, I belong in these places, you know? That's the comment that he has. So, J Mar, I come to you first. What do you think about that from the standpoint of him saying, oh, I am a rapper, I am hip hop, but I'm also a pop star, but I'm also this, but I'm also that? Like, I think hip hop, there are a lot of artists in hip hop that are, I'm a rock star now. They don't classify it as just being, I'm a hip hop artist, I'm a rapper. Oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. Do you think, like, how does that make you feel when you hear artists say that? Because it's kind of like, it's kind of torn in line with the actual hip hop culture. Like, do you take that a certain way when you hear a comment like that from him?
Well, I'll say this, and I'll take any heat that comes along with it.
Oh yeah.
Lil Nas X is not hip hop. He's not a hip hop artist.
I agree.
Just because you say words that rhyme, that doesn't make you hip hop. You know, when back in the day when they put out, you know, Gonna Make You Sweat with Freedom Williams, sure, he was rapping.
Yeah.
Technically, those were words that rhymed over a beat, but that wasn't hip hop. You know, when Milli Vanilli put out Girl, You Know It's True, that was words that rhymed over a beat, but that wasn't hip hop.
Paula Abdul and Scat Cat.
That I would put MC Scat Cat over any of those people that I just mentioned.
Straight up. You just lost a whole bunch of the younger viewers.
So you know, I mean, you can get
that.
your respect from, you know, the pop audience, because that's, look, these songs that you make, it has nothing to do with you. You know, your association and your inclusion in the alphabet community. And I don't say that to be facetious. I say it because they always adding and removing
Man, that ain't
letters.
got nothing to do with it.
No. Let me cook.
Go ahead,
I'm just saying. I'm
now.
just saying, because like that has nothing to do with me saying that you're not hip hop.
Yes.
You know, because Tyler the Creator is a part of that, a part of the alphabet community. You know, there's spectrums and there's levels to this, and he's definitely hip hop. But I think the difference with him is Lil Nas X decided, okay, I'm going to make a place for myself as the gay rapper. Now, Tyler the Creator he's a rapper that might happen to be gay.
Yeah.
You know, like when I listen to his music.
But is he really though? That's all
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, because I don't feel like in 2021 or whenever he's made certain statements, that's something that you would actually play with. Yeah. I would hope not. You know, but you know, there's part of me that believes in like 3 years we're gonna find out that Lil Nas X is married to a woman and has 2 kids and lives a very traditional life, and this has all just been a big troll job. But I doubt that. But you know, just never know. And what we've seen in entertainment recently,
yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me with him because he's all over the place.
Yeah. So,
You know?
but when I'm talking about with Lil Nas X, because I actually sat and listened to his whole album, because like I wanted to hear, okay, maybe there's some bangers on here, something I can put on, because I send out the music list every couple of weeks, you know, and I try to find joints. So I was like, okay, is this going to play it, you know, at Casbah or at, you know, at Tiki Bob's? Is this going to bang on the big speakers? You know, and I'm listening, I'm like, not really. Not even. I was like, oh, he's got a song with Megan Thee Stallion. Let me listen to this. Nah, it doesn't. It fits in that whole, when Nicki Minaj was doing Starships and all that stuff, you know, when it really wasn't for us. You know, it was for another audience. It wasn't for the hip hop audience, you know. But you know,
it's a pop record.
Yeah, just like we talked about.
Nothing wrong with him being a pop artist.
No, I didn't say there was.
No, I feel
but it's just like the, you know, when we sat down and we talked about how, okay, Nelly put out the country album. That's not for me.
He got a new country album out.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Yeah.
Or even a lot of the Kanye. It's not that it's just not for me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I feel about the Lil Nas X. Like, you can say, yes, you are rapping, you're saying words that rhyme, but you're not a part of. I don't see him a part of the actual culture of hip hop. I'm sorry if I don't want. I'm not saying this for any other reason, but because, like I said, I'm comparing him to Freedom Williams and Milli Vanilli. Those songs hit.
Yeah.
Those songs slap, but it wasn't hip hop.
Jump in, Jay Diff.
I'll say this: his whole angle. I think he found an end. So at this point, there hasn't been an artist that openly states that they're a gay rapper. He put himself in a position,
not on a mainstream
level, but he's mainstream.
Good catch, Lon.
But he put himself in a position to where he could hold that title, which would then propel him a little more and give him a little more clout, so to speak. That I'm parading around as the actual gay rapper out here, and I'm out here being extra gay because it's pissing people off.
Yeah,
I think he's kind of using that to his advantage, which is a popularity type thing, which would put him in the classification of a pop artist.
Right.
He's not doing, even if he was raised on hip hop, even if hip hop is a part of his culture, his upbringing, his style of music, like Jay Moore said, just because you're rapping tracks does not necessarily make that hip hop.
Saying words that rhyme. I wouldn't even say that you rap it. You're just saying words that rhyme.
It's about the content, the feel, your aim. Your aim is not really to appeal to the true hip hop core fan. You're kind of angling. I'm trying to appeal to everybody
else.
I'm going to do everything that's going to keep the eye centered on me and my style and what I do, and I'm going to make people talk about me every time I do something. It's kind of like a male Madonna, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anytime Madonna dropped an album, she had a controversial video that would come with it. She would have controversial performances, things of that nature, but she was a true pop artist. Nas X is pretty much the same thing to me.
I would say with him though, eventually the music has to be better than the controversy.
It does.
Talk to him.
And it's not that his music is bad. He's not dropping bad music, but it doesn't appeal to the core hip hop artist. I mean, hip hop fan. I'm not about to, even if I gave it a spin, I'm not about to ride around listening to Lil Nas X. That's just not what I'm on.
No, and like I said, I gave the album a full listen. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, all right, well maybe he's doing something, but when I listened to it, I was like, as someone who loves hip hop, this ain't for me. This ain't for nobody who loves hip hop.
If I'm in the mood to listen to some hip hop music, I'm not gonna put Lil Nas X on.
Right.
Like if he's gonna be out and you're gonna put him in rotation with Justin Bieber and Madonna and stuff, all right, cool.
Justin Bieber got harder songs than Lil Nas X.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe so. But I what I'm saying is like the songs. I'm not even gonna lie. The songs I've heard from Lil Nas X aren't horrible.
That's what I'm saying. It's not bad.
They're just not. It's not hip hop
to
me. I mean, to me, anyways. But
the closest thing I felt like was Panini. I felt like
the song that he has with
Panini popped
Jack,
in the club. The rest of the
harlow is actually dope. I like the one with
it worked. But like I said, I'm like, as someone who sees how culture moves in real time, nobody's playing these records. I want to see what they really would do.
I think they are in certain like, say we're in Vegas or you're in California, you're in places like that. They're playing those records.
There are places where these records are connected.
It's gaining traction. You're not going to go to a club here. Like, we don't have the same party that used to hop off at one of the spots in Ripple. I'm not going to shout them out. But
I know exactly what you're talking about because I hosted that too.
You know what I'm saying? Sir. So there was parties that type of music would get bumped at. I don't really know of any parties right now.
Is that a Wednesday night?
That goes on. Or I mean, it could still fly in certain places, but that's not our thing here.
Off of his first EP, I was like, we were rocking those songs.
Look, man, those
songs worked.
I think the Montero song, the song that had the controversial video, I thought that was a decent song.
It's not a bad song.
It's not a bad song at all.
I thought it was decent. But just to interject real quick, like, I do feel like he is trying to, I don't know how to say this. It's what you guys have already said. Yeah, take that. That's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
take
knock
that,
the
Mike.
can over. Yeah, it's for me.
Knock the can over.
I got you.
No, I don't know, man. Like I don't want to pigeonhole the kid, but like he does. See,
Go ahead, brother.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that
What
was
you
funny to
laughing
me.
for, man?
I don't know.
we're
why
gonna
that
pause
was so
the new
funny.
old heads because Jay Diff and Major Sims are gonna go outside real quick.
Nah, we good. I'm good. I'm great. I ain't trying to bother him. But
No, but
You all right?
I'm good, man.
all right.
as far as like hip hop is concerned and him trying to, was this comment made by him about wanting to be?
This is
put in
it.
that-
That's it. That's his comment.
So he said that. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like
Why do you think? Let me ask you this, because I know you. I see what you.
there's a few things I want to say.
Yes,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is, why is it? I feel like why isn't it just okay to be like, you know what, I'm a pop star, and just leave it at that? What is the fascination with trying to be associated with hip hop so bad?
Because you want that credibility.
Is that
Want
what it is?
But I'm not necessarily that mad at him saying that, because you have a lot of these people that actually rap a little more than him and don't want to be classified as hip hop artists because they want to be put in that pop star realm.
That's fair.
And unfortunately, they don't necessarily make that transition or
Right.
that the aim that they're looking at. So I can kind of respect him for saying it, but unfortunately, it's not all the way true.
Okay.
Somebody said something along the lines of him wanting to be like the first
Yeah,
gay
rapper.
or something
Yeah.
like that. And I know gay rappers.
Yeah.
Like not to shout anybody out, but Roy Kinsey's really dope
Yeah, makes dope music.
from Chicago, and
he's not extra like Lil Nas X, though.
He's not. He's exceptional rapper. Picks great beats. Makes great albums.
Agreed.
Because he's a rapper that happens to be gay, not
Yeah.
the gay rapper.
And
Facts.
it's like, I don't know. It's just weird to see that. It's just weird to see like him try to cling to that idea. And I guess maybe there's a lane for it, but it just seems like he's trying to put himself in that lane.
That's what I'm talking about. Like there's
But he
an
doesn't
effort,
have to.
but it feels like a concentrated effort to do that.
Yeah,
like it's like
You got to understand, he caught lightning in a bottle with his first single.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is arguably, well, not even arguably,
Ain't no
it's a
argument.
fact that it's the most popular single of all time, right?
No, it's not even up for debate.
now. Does his music reflect that? Anything like that now?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Okay.
I'm getting at.
Okay,
He
gotcha.
left
Caught
all that
lightning in a
cowboy
bottle on
stuff
his
alone,
his
yeah.
first single. He called lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
So in turn, how do you top that?
Right.
Like my first, I don't want to be
Well, it's-
a one hit wonder. So when I don't understand why they're
Just be
calling
more
this
outrageous.
Montero. Why are they calling that his debut album when he had an album previously?
I
Because
have no idea.
because people don't want to put the pressure. Like it's just like Megan Thee Stallion said, "Good News" is her first album. I was like, no, that's like your fourth or fifth album.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I don't get
you
that.
say, "Oh, these are mixtapes." I'm like, I'm sorry, but those
are
you had to clear
mixtapes.
samples. And
Yeah, you had to
sell
clear
it?
samples and you sold it. That's an
It's
album.
an album.
But he did very well in his first single, in his first sharing, and then he has to kind of keep that momentum. He doesn't want to be the one hit wonder
yeah.
that kind of fades him up to obscurity, and the only thing you know me for is this one song. So I think he kind of found different angles in order to put himself up there, and then Boosie helped him too.
I mean, he's legitimately chasing. He's legitimately chasing the next viral moment.
Exactly,
There we go.
And
like every day.
there we go, Long.
and,
There we
and,
go.
and I think that's what it is. So I honestly don't have any quarrels with him across the board. Like I think I'm cool with Lil Nas X. He can do whatever crazy stuff he wants to do. That's cool. But the comment about wanting to be accepted into hip hop community, again, I go back to I know hip hop artists that make hip hop music
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
that have that lifestyle
Yes.
or are gay or whatever, you know,
Yes.
like it's cool and their music's great.
Yeah.
And they're, they do them.
Stop trying to be a gimmick.
It's
so to speak.
and I
Talk
guess
to 'em.
I guess hip hop, it frowns in general on gimmicks and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So I don't. It's
I
not
don't know,
about
man.
him. I don't think it's ever been about him being gay.
Yeah.
It's been about him be like, okay, once you get an image and a gimmick,
Yeah.
Like I said previously, anytime somebody says something about him being gay, it's like he takes it as a power pellet and becomes more gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that. That's a bar right
yeah.
there, boy.
I mean, because just
Clip that one.
I think
How do you become more gay?
I mean, let's
show
Lil Nas
up with a
X.
Jerry curl and a purple dress at the VMAs.
Let's look at
Red August.
Old Town Road, Lil Nas X. Even though he had the cowboy outfit on, but that's, I mean, it was just a cowboy outfit.
Yeah.
I mean, he was performing for the young.
If we look at his transition from there to
there's
here,
Is there such thing as real straight?
no. But the whole thing is, I'm gonna put it in your face.
Cuz
I'm gonna be even more in your face. It's like I'm gonna be even more in your face with it.
Yeah.
Is how I'm looking at it.
like now, if you thought maybe he's gay, now you can be like, yeah, he gay.
Is the word. He's more
Flamboyant.
Red August says
Yeah.
flamboyant.
Flamboyant? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
Well, you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
that fits.
and just
the
take
Red August word for
take
the
it
day.
all the way to the other side. Think about somebody like Lecrae. At one point, I didn't listen to him because I thought when I think Christian rap, I think of like DC Talk or whatever, and I'm like,
Lecrae dope.
yeah. I mean, once again, once I realized that he's a rapper who just happens to be a Christian and live in the live in, being with the true and living, then I could get past it. Because when I just thought he was going to be like, Jesus Christ,
Like
and make you jump or whatever, like I was like, I don't want to hear that.
It was gonna be like that. with
Yo.
a mixture of Donda.
Cut it out, Long. You know what? In the midst of us having this great conversation and these great conversations,
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure you join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. You can also catch playback of all of our shows on any podcast app and youtube.com/newoldheads network. And go to newoldheads.com/community to join our Discord.